Hello, it's Nicola here, and I want to officially welcome you to my Money Mindset Challenge. As part of this 5-day challenge, I want you to make more money. I want you to be able to help more horses and enjoy your life more. To get where you want to go, things are going to have to shift and change. You are going to need to be a different version of you. And day one is really going to help you with this. Now, before we start looking at mindset shifts that we need to make, more of that tomorrow. Today we are looking at everyday stuff, literally physical things that are keeping you stuck and keeping you feeling small. Now, when I set a goal, when I have something I want to work on, the first thing I do is this. I get rid of all the rubbish that's in my life. Basically, I declutter. I remove items from my life that don't make me feel amazing, don't make me feel like the best version of me, and aren't there to help me move everything forward. Now, if you're wondering, why on earth does this matter? Why should I bother? Well, let me tell you, this stuff really makes a difference. When my desk is cluttered, I don't feel like a successful business boss lady. When I go to my wardrobe and find clothes that don't fit me or that I don't like, it does not inspire me. If I come across old branding or materials from old courses I no longer run, it makes my mind feel confused. When you commit to getting rid of things, it is incredible how you breathe a sigh of relief internally. It's like, oh, thank goodness, we've been holding on to all this stuff. I really believe that making space allows you to welcome so much more in. And also it gives you space to make more upgrades into your life. Now, trust me, I'm walking proof. You get rid of stuff, you allow much better things in. So here is how it's going to work. Today, this is your task. I would like you to remove 5 items, and you can totally do more than 5. So let's start with 5 that you no longer need, don't work, you maybe don't like them, they make you feel crappy, like too tight jeans, a chip mug, anything like that. Try and pick things that are symbolic. Like I recently got rid of some old mugs. We'd had these for years, and every time I used them, I was transported back to our first little house my husband and I lived in, where we just had space for a bed, all of our clothes hung on hooks on the wall. It was over some stables. It was sort of fun and cute at the time, but we were also totally broke and a little bit stressed while I was finishing off my master's degree. And do you know what? That just gives me a flashback whenever I use those mugs. So they're gone. Now, when you do this exercise, you will realise that there are heaps of things that you're keeping because you feel you should. Maybe they were a present. Perhaps it was something you wanted for ages and saved up for it, and then maybe it just didn't quite add up to expectations. You'll also find that there's lots of shoulds that pop up in your business, and these shoulds are probably taking you on a path that you might not even be enjoying. Like, you should charge this much, you should work these hours, you should offer this service or not that service. Getting rid of shoulds is brilliant, it really is. So you don't have to be perfect at this. You can just get rid of the easiest things. But don't keep things that you feel you should. Now, you might like to tackle your horsey gear. Us horsey people are terrible hoarders, I find. I bet you never get rid of any horsey things, just in case. Now, I used to be exactly the same. Our last horse was 17-1. He was massive and had massive rugs to match, which I kept for ages. Then I said to myself, do I plan to get another horse soon? Definitely no, was the answer. I'm very lucky that I do have a lovely horse to ride for a friend. Would I get another horse this big? Again, the answer was no way. I would get a much smaller horse so my girls could also ride. So what was I doing with all this stuff? So if I do buy another horse in the future, would I be able to buy the new horse, new things? I asked myself. Yes. Thinking this way allowed me to release all of his old stuff. It was just cluttering up the place. It went to new horsey homes. Friends already had it. So much better than slowly rotting away in the back of an old tack room. What is your horsey hoarding saying about your money mindset? that you never have enough money to buy, I don't know, new stirrup leathers, that you have to make do, that you aren't good enough to have the latest hat or body protector, because the one that you bought 15 years ago to, I don't know, go to a cross-country clinic, that will still do you. Yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. So as you're going to find this week, money and self-worth are pretty tightly linked together. Now, we do have a handy checklist for you so that making space, this exercise becomes easier. Remember, you don't have to get rid of anything that has sentimental value. I do have so many of my kids' like early artworks, and every single rosette I've ever won, I still have. But you don't have to keep things out of guilt or obligation. I keep sentimental things with intention, and you can do the same. Keeping stuff takes up space in your house, but also in your head. I completed this exercise a few months ago, and I found boxes and boxes of notes, pretty much every learning material from every Horsey bit of studying I've ever done. Now, I have a lot of Horsey qualifications, and there were boxes and boxes of folders. Flicking through these, I quickly ditched the stuff that I wasn't going to use again. The topics that made me feel a little bit dumb, equine genetics, don't think I ever really got the hang of that, and some old assignments. I also found so many articles that I'd kept, and I was nearly moved to tears by the fact that I don't have to hold on to this stuff anymore. If I need to know something that I don't know, I don't need to look it up in an article that's 10 years out of date. I can simply ask one of my vet contacts. In fact, several of the veterinary authors writing these articles are people's numbers I have in my phone. I could just drop them a text. It really made me realise how far I'd come in my life and business, and I can't wait to see what this exercise does for you too. Clear the space, shift the energy, and you'll be ready for much more to come your way. You really will. So, your checklist. You'll find this in your workbook. Desk or workspace is a great place to start. Is this where you're making your dreams happen? Is it cluttered? Your car. Is this giving the impression of a professional? Is it making you feel abundant? You're probably spending hours in it after all. Why don't you clear up the rubbish, organise your wardrobe, all that spare stuff you cart around with you so it's easy to find, looks professional, and makes you feel like a pro. What about your wardrobe? Clothes that don't fit you, clothes you don't love, get rid of them. By the way, you don't have to look or dress a particular way to hit the income goals that you desire. Try in your kitchen, chip mugs, plates, food you feel you should finish up but don't really want to, anything that is broken or you don't need. Your bathroom, old lotions and potions that are half finished up, old makeup, anything past its best. Your inbox, unsubscribe from those emails that annoy you and make you feel less than amazing. Your wallet, organise old receipts, remove bits of dust and horsehair. Your diary, any commitments that you can get rid of that you don't actually like or enjoy. Storage, what have you got stored in boxes? Presents you don't like, things you're keeping out of guilt or obligation. You can re-gift them, drop them off at the charity shop. They could be perfect for somebody else. How about business materials? Old business cards with outdated details or anything with old branding on. Time to release all of these things. I think you're easily going to find 5 things to get rid of. This exercise is so powerful. Join me tomorrow when I will be talking through mindset blocks and money memories that we need to shift. We start by making space in our lives first. Day 2, we'll be making space in our minds and also starting to get in some new beliefs around what you can have and you can create. Meanwhile, I will see you guys later today live in our Facebook group, 5 p.m. GMT, where I will be diving into this decluttering exercise a little bit more and finding out how everybody is getting on. I'll also be giving you some information about how you can make some simple upgrades into your life, which will instantly make you feel like a boss babe, a superstar, Really easy, and don't, you know what? Barely even cost any money. Perfect. I shall see you later. Take care. Bye.